Hi, thanks for joining me. So today I thought we would do a practice to help ease tension in the neck and shoulders. If you're having a bit of a stressful time, quite often you can pack that stress physically into this part of the body. So hopefully this practice might help a little with that. So just be careful if you have any neck or shoulder issues, injuries, surgeries. Just go at your own pace, stop if it doesn't feel right, check in with the breath. And if you're not sure if this practice is for you, then consult with your medical advisor first. Alright, so props wise, as you can see I'm sitting on a chair. The first half of this practice can be done seated on a chair or sitting on the floor, completely up to you, whichever is most comfortable for you. We'll possibly need a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, just a scarf or a tea towel is fine. And if you have a green foam yoga block, we might use that. And if you don't have one of those, I'm just going to be using a folded blanket today. All right, we'll put those aside just for now. And we will get centered. So either sitting on the floor with your legs crossed or in a straddle position, however you want, perhaps propped up on that blanket, or sitting in a chair. If your feet aren't quite touching the ground, you might want to put that blanket underneath your feet so the backs of the thighs don't kind of get sore there. Good. Knees and ankles aligned if you're in the chair. And let's just close our eyes. Coming inwards, away from the day you've had so far. Just noticing the space that you occupy. Just feeling the legs, the feet, the seat connected to the chair or the floor. Sinking down a little, feeling supported there. And on an inhalation, push down into the seat, lengthen up the back of the spine, crown of the head tall. Exhale, soften down that spine, but keep that height. And then let's check in with the face. Perhaps we're carrying the day there. Can you smooth out the forehead? Soften the eyes behind the closed lids. Let the eyelids feel even heavier. Relax the jaw. Perhaps give the lower jaw a little wiggle side to side. Soften the lips and relax the tongue in the mouth. And then just take a moment to do a little scan head to toe. See how the body is feeling today, where you're starting your practice from. So notice the happy spots, the neutral spots, the spots where there's sort of torque, tension. Notice it all. You're trying not to judge a thing, you're simply observing so that you can be kind and honest with yourself as you practice, knowing where the difficult areas are. So where in the body feels light, where feels dense, where feels compact, where feels spacious. How's the energy? How's the mood? And notice the mind. Is it able to stay with you, noticing the body, or is it wandering off? That's fine. If it does, just try and bring it back to the body, the physical sensations. Just try to sort of turn the volume down on those distractions. You can always come back to them later on, but just for now, allow yourself to be truly present, mind and body. So to help us do that, let's tune in now to that breath, just noticing the ebb and flow, breath in, breath out. Does the breath feel easy today, or is it a little work? Is it rough or is it smooth? Which part of the breath feels the most beneficial to you? The inhalation, the exhalation, maybe both. Again, just noticing, no judgment needed here. And then I invite you to bring your awareness to the right hand side of the body. And over the next 3 breaths, just imagine you're breathing just into the right side of the body. So focus on the right nostril as well as the right hand side of the body. Nice breath in. Soft exhalation, let that right shoulder soften now. Good, let's take 2 more. Inhaling, and as you exhale, soften down the entire right side of the body. Legs, arms, hips, shoulders. Good, 1 more. And then notice any difference between left and right side before we draw our focus to the left hand side and take 3 nice, smooth, easy breaths there, focusing on that left nostril as well, breathing in. Exhale, soften that left shoulder down, relaxing the left side. Good, 2 more. Exhale, left side softens. Good, breathe into left lung, left side of the belly. Exhale, release. Good. And then just settle into a regular breath here. Just checking in before we begin our practice. Good, so to finish off, we're going to do 3 sighs just to soften the throat. So as you're ready, let's all breathe in together and exhale. Sigh it all out. Good. 2 more, letting go of tension as you breathe out. Okay, really good one for the last one. Breathe it in. Sigh it out. Good. All right, so let's gently awaken fingers and toes now. On an inhalation, we will bring the hands together in a prayer position at the heart center. If you've lost a little height through the spine, take a breath in, push down into the earth or the chair, lengthen up the back again. Crown of the head to the heavens. Good. Exhale, tuck the chin down towards the fingertips to open up the back of the neck. Slide those shoulders down. Take a couple of breaths there. Good, and then as you're ready, let's blink those eyes open to the light, down to that little quiet spot for 1 more breath, coming back around. Good, and as you're ready, we'll come up to the light. Namaste. All right, so you can stay sitting on the chair for the first sort of portion of the practice. I'm going to sit on the floor, but it's totally up to you. All right, and if you are sitting on the floor, it might be that you like to sit up on a folded blanket or just have the derriere slightly propped like that. If your knees are hanging out, you can always put a couple of rolled blankets or yoga blocks under those if that feels a little tense. We don't want to be working the bottom half of the body. We're really just trying to focus on easing tension in the upper body here. So we're going to start with 3 shoulder shrugs. We'll inhale through the nose, lift the shoulders up, and as you exhale, we're going to really push down and breathe out through the mouth. Okay, so let's begin. Breathing in, shrug up those shoulders. Good, 2 more. Bringing a little bit of tension deliberately. Exhale, drop them down. Good, last one here. Good, and then just shake out those wrists and arms. Let them be really loosey-goosey. Good, and then a little higher. Nice, good. All right, so we're going to do a little passive stretch where we tuck our right hand onto the left collarbone. It's nice if you can get to the flesh, don't worry if you can't. Place your left hand on top of that. Grow tall. Good. Breathe in, and as you exhale, we are going to tip the head over to the right, and that skin is gently being drawn down by the hands. And then just tuck the chin if you need to. Play around with where you want the head for the nicest release through that left side of the neck. Soften the arms. Take a few beautiful breaths here. Just feeling that tension just roll off the neck. Good. One more. Beautiful. All right. Inhale. Gently bring that head up. It's heavy. Good. Give everything a little shake. Good. And then we're going to take the left hand, put it on the sort of right collarbone. Right hand comes on top. Settle into a nice sort of tall spine position. Breathe in. Exhale. Head over to the left. Good. 3 nice breaths here. As you exhale, feel those shoulders drop down. Relax the arms. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. On an inhale, gently bring that head up. Good. And then just shake those arms again. Nice. If you want to change the cross of the legs, if you were seated for your centering, I invite you to do that now. Just make sure you're comfy. Good. All right. So we're going to do some 3 different movements for the neck here to help ease tension. So the first one is just a straight up and down. Looks like this. You'll inhale up. Exhale, straight line down. And then we'll keep going. Don't tip back too far with the head. If you've got any neck issues, be really careful you don't tip back too far. You'll reach a spot where it's a good stretch and then it'll be too much. So stay on the soft side of that edge. All right, let's go. Breathing in. Exhale, soften, lengthen the back of the neck. Breathe in, coming back up through that midline. Exhale. Draw the line down. Good. Let's do 4 more. Eyes can be open or closed. If you get dizzy with them closed, please open them. Good. Nice work. 2 more. Good. Finishing up as you're ready. Good. Come to center. Good. So we are going to take a nice breath in here. Exhale. Turn the head to one side, horizontal. Good. Inhale back through the midline. Exhale. Turn to the other side. Again, don't go beyond your comfortable range of motion. Keep the chin level with the floor. Ears are over the shoulders. And the torso stays still here, so you're not twisting the whole body. Body is in neutral, just the head turns. Good. So traveling with the breath, no faster, no slower. So at the end of the breath, there shouldn't be movement. They should completely be synchronized. Good. Watch the face. Make sure there's not a frown. Soft smile. Good. Let's do 1 more each side. Beautiful. Finishing up. Come to center. Good. Give everything a jiggle. All right. So last one here is drawing a sort of semicircle with the chin. So we turn to one side. We breathe in. Exhale. Draw that semicircle. Don't go up and over, just come to the other side. Breathe in, exhale. Draw that semicircle, good. Let's keep going. Breathing in at the side, exhale, down and through. Inhale, other side. And at any time if this doesn't feel nice, please just hit that pause button. Take a break, or just leave the practice. It's all good. So it might be a little noisy back there. I've certainly got some gear changes, some clunks and grinding. Don't worry about it, it's okay. Long as it's not painful. We're just working out some kinks. Good, let's do one more. Good, and then come to center. Good, a little shrug with those shoulders. So we're just going to take the hands now and interlace them behind the back of the head. You're going to breathe in, grow tall, and as you exhale, just push a little the head into the hands, not the other way around. You're pushing the head into the hands, a little bit of traction. You'll feel the solar plexus engage here. Breathing now, a couple of breaths. Good. Next exhalation, soften, bring the hands down, a little shrug. Good, we're going to do that again. And we're going to interlace the hands the other way behind the back of the head. If they weren't interlaced before, just have them in neutral. Good, breathe in tall. Exhale, push back. Breathing, soft face. Good, a little bit of traction for the back of the neck. Nice, one more breath there. Exhale, take it down. Good, shake it out. Nice, nice work. All right, so let's get into the shoulders now. So we're going to take the left arm across the body and you're going to make a figure four. Okay, your left arm across the body. We're going to make a figure four with the right arm sort of hooking and catching it there. So watch the shoulders aren't up here. Soften them down. And then you're going to draw that left arm across, twisting the torso here. Good. Shoulders are down. Just feel that pull across the shoulder through the upper back there. Good. And then take that right hand and start to give yourself a little massage the whole way down that arm now. Good. Good squeeze. Keep the shoulders low, neck loose. Good. Coming to the elbow and then down to the forearm. Get into the nitty gritty of the muscles there. Good. Wrist joint. And then like you're sort of wringing out a dish towel. Squeeze the fingers. Good. And then let's do one at a time. The thumb sort of rotating and squeezing. Kind of like you're milking a cow, I guess. Good, and take time just to each of those fingers. Good. All right, just take a moment, feel both arms, notice. And then we'll do the other side. We'll bring the right arm across the body, catch it with the left, and then start to turn towards that left side. Soften the shoulder, soften both shoulders down, particularly this one. Twisting the torso a little, feeling that hopefully yummy stretch. Head is in neutral. Good. And then let's start the massage. See, it's a yoga class and a massage. 2 for 1 today. All right, getting down to those muscles that kind of hold a lot of tension through the forearms. Good. Into that wrist joint and then sort of wringing off the moisture, as it were, from the hand as one, and then thumb and all of the fingers, a little twist and a pull there. Good. And then let's just do a little stretch for the wrist. So we'll take the right wrist, bend it, keep the shoulder low, and the left hand just gently flexes those fingers backwards to give a little stretch through that joint. Good. Breathing. And then just turn that hand up and gently pull the fingers back there. Good. Other side. Shoulders are low. Good. Gently flexing that wrist. Don't go so far that it's uncomfortable. It should feel like a nice stretch. So if you've been typing a lot, this one's really nice. Good. Flip it up. Gently pull the fingers back. Good. Breathing, breathing. Nice. And then some little circles, soft fists. Good. Nice and easy. Let's go the other way. Good. And then shake that out. All right. So again, if you want to change the cross or have the legs extended, you can totally do that. So let us interlace the fingers. Place the hands on the heart. So this is a sort of a seated cow-cat. Actually, I'll maybe go sideways so you can see this one. So, interlaced hands on the heart. The inhale is the back bend. We lift up the hands to the heart. As you exhale, turn the palms out. Come into a forward bend. Drop the chin, round out the back, belly to spine. Inhale, grow tall, heart to hands, palms in. Lift the head. Exhale, push out, drop off the sit bones, round the spine. Good. So we have this. Let's do a few more. Breathing in, lift that heart. Exhale, round out the back, drop the chin, pushing the arms away, but keeping those shoulders low, low, low. Good. Just feeling the breath. Let it guide you here. Watch the neck if it's talking to you. Don't tip the head back far. So the next time we come in, we're going to just change the interlace of the fingers. I'm going to do 5 more with the other interlace. So breathe in, lift up. Exhale, turn the palms, round out. Good. 2 more. Very nice. Last one here. Nice work. Shake out those hands. Good. All right, so we have one more to do seated, and then we're going to come onto our bellies. So for this one, sit however you like. You can still be in the chair. We are going to inhale the left arm up, over, and place it sort of near the right ear. Soften the shoulders down, breathe in, grow tall. Then you're going to tip the head over to the left. Good. And then very gently, a bit like we did earlier with the hands behind the head, you're going to push the head up into the hand, not the other way around. So lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck, and gently push the head into that hand. Give that right arm a shake, soften that shoulder, and just breathe into that stretch. If it feels too intense, just tuck the chin or come out of it all together and just take a rest. Imagine that tension just running off the neck, down the arm, out through the fingertips and into the earth. Good, one more breath here. Good, so to come up, leave the head tipped for now. Take that left hand, place the left fingertips on the side of the face, and on an inhalation, use the hand to push up that big old bowling ball of a head. Good, couple of shrugs here. Good, let's do the other side. So breathing in tall, lift up that right arm. Exhale, place it on the other side of the head. Good, soften shoulders. Breathe in, tall again. Exhale, tipping the head to the right. And then starting that little isometric stretch as you push the head towards the hand, soften the left shoulder, fingertips. And again, imagine that tension running like a beautiful soft waterfall from the ear, down the neck, shoulder, arm, down through the fingertips and away into the earth. Soft face, find the breath. We'll take 3 big breaths here. Good work, last one. And then leaving the head where it is, float that hand down to the side of the face. Inhale. Push it up. Good, and then maybe some shoulder shrugs. Bobble the head. Nice work. All right, so it's time to come down onto our bellies now. So pop the chair out of the way. The blankets. Good. So we're just going to gently come down onto the mat. We're going to come into a little sort of gentle sphinx. So you can start with the arms a little bit extended and then just walk the elbows in, shoulder distance apart, and just come up to that place where you can feel a nice stretch through the back, but it's not pinching. Relax the legs, give them a little wiggle, relax the seat. Good, so we're going to do some little rolling downs in sphinx here. So you're going to inhale, come up tall. As you exhale, extend the left arm in front of you and lay your head down on that bicep. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, Other arm comes down, lie down. So just alternating arms, inhaling, coming up. Exhale, lying down, softening. Feeling that stretch through the shoulder blade, that upper shoulder blade, good. Breathing in. Exhale, roll it down. Good. So the next time you come onto your right arm, let's lie down there and take 3 breaths, just settling in. Good. Inhale to come up. Let's do the other side for 3 breaths. Laying down. Good, very nice. Then gently come up. We're going to rest one hand on top of the other. Rest the head there. Bend the knees and just do a little windshield side to side. Good. All right. So let's come back to Sphinx. We're going to do what I call Sphinx dips next. So we'll come to Sphinx. We're going to clasp the elbows. Make sure you clasp the outside. That should set the shoulders and the elbows sort of stacked one on top of the other. Good. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, push a little into the mat. Lift up. Good. Exhale. We'll take the right shoulder blade towards the left forearm and turn to look down the side of the body. Good. Inhale, come up. Left shoulder towards right forearm. Turn to look down the side of the body. Let the head just roll with you here. Good. Changing sides. Inhale, pushing into the forearms, coming up. Exhale, roll that shoulder forwards, draw the other one back. Legs are relaxed, seat are relaxed, feet are relaxed. Good. So just travel through this with a relaxed face, neck. Good. So let's come up to stillness. We're just going to reset the elbows, so just make sure you can still clasp the outside. Then we're going to interlace the unusual way, other little fingers at the bottom. We'll do 3 more each side, please. So breathe it in, tall. Exhale. Just let the breath be your guide here. There's no rush, just flowing with it. Good, 1 more each side. Just take your time, finish up. We'll come back to crocodile with the other hand stacked on top. Rest the forehead there, bend the knees. And this time we're going to make circles with the legs, as if the legs were sort of glued together. So you come to one side with the feet, down towards the floor with the toes, other side, and then towards the derriere. So one hip will pick up off the floor, and then the other. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. Good. After we finish this one, let's do about 4 in the other direction. Good. Good, and then let's do some little ankle rotations there. No rush. Good, let's go the other way. Okay, so we have 1 more to do down here. So for this one, we're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders. Relax the derriere, relax the legs. Good. So we're going to lie down towards the left side, lower that left forearm down and push into the right hand and turn a little the head there. Good. Come through neutral. Right forearm comes down, push into the left, open up a little through the chest, turn the head, maybe lifting the torso a little. Good, and we're just going to roll through here. One side and then the other. If this is too much, come back to one of the Sphinx ones that you liked, or just resting crocodile. And just, yeah, just listen to the body. Good, so coming up as high as is comfy for you. Good, let's do a few more. Just following that breath. Good, one more each side, or if you're done already, be done. Good. So from here, we are going to push back to child's. So take the hands under the shoulders, fingertips pointing forwards. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, we'll push up and back to child. So your version, maybe stacking head on fists or back of the hands. Knees together or wide apart. Maybe the hands can come back if the head and neck are comfy on the floor, or the head's comfy on the floor. And just soften into your version of child, and let's take 3 big breaths here. Soften the shoulders, soften the lower back. So imagine you're breathing in through the crown of the head, all the way down the spine, expanding across the waistband, and as you exhale, the breath travels from the base of the spine right up out of the crown of the head. Soften the belly, let's take a couple more. Good. All right, so we are going to come to standing and do a shoulder stretch against the wall. I'm going to have to be careful I don't burn myself on the fire here. So let us start standing with our right side towards the wall. You're standing a little ways out from the wall. And you're going to place that right arm a little behind you, just below shoulder height. And start with the feet slightly pointed in towards the wall. Left arm is completely relaxed here. Then you're going to very gently start turning the toes out towards the middle of the room, and you'll feel that stretch begin across the front of that right shoulder. So only go as far as you feel a nice stretch. If it's really sort of pinchy and zingy, come back a little. Good, and we're just going to stay and breathe a few breaths here, stretching that anterior deltoid, that sort of front of the shoulder there. Good. Gets in behind the shoulder blade as well, yes? Good. How's the face? Are we okay? One more breath there. Good. Whew, shake that out. All right, let's turn to the other side. Left arm on the wall. Feet a little in towards the wall to start with until you know where your limit is. Make sure the shoulders are down, and then gradually start to turn the feet away from the wall until you reach that point where you feel, for you, a nice stretch. Not too much, not too little. Good. Breathing into that, softening the neck. Good. Couple more breaths there, but come out sooner if you need to. Good, and then very gently come back to center, and let's give those arms a shake. Nice work. All right, so the next one we're going to do involves us clasping the hands behind the back and shifting that sort of grip over to the hips on one side. So if you know this is going to be a real challenge, that's when the strap, aka the dishcloth, can be really handy. So for you, if that's impossible to clasp or just really uncomfortable, you'll hold the strap and just shift both arms to that side. All right, so I'm going to start facing away from you so you can see what's going on, and then I'll turn back around. So if you need the strap, you're going to take both hands over to the left. If you're interlacing, same thing, and we just settle that clasp over to the left hip. So feet are just a little distance apart in mountain pose. Hips stay square. And then we're going to flap our wings here. So we inhale, we draw that left wing back. We exhale, we float it out to the side. Good. I realized that turning away from you, I was actually going the same way for once, so you're probably really confused, but just do this side. Hopefully it's your left arm. Good. Soften the shoulders down. And just keep the hips neutral here. So we don't want to be turning with the arm, yes? So hips stay forward, steady, and it's just that wing that we're flapping. And there's a huge stretch here, here, and behind that shoulder blade of the moving arm, yes? Good. If this feels too much, maybe grab the strap and have the hands a distance apart, or just take a rest. Let's do 2 more with that breath. Nice work. Good. And then stay with that wing kind of tucked back. Settle the shoulders and the head. Good. Breathe in. Grow tall. And as you exhale, we are tipping the head over to the right. So away to the other side from the clasp. Good. And just like in that earlier posture, imagining the tension running down that side of the neck, down the shoulder, down the body and out through the soles of the feet. Tuck the chin a little if this is too much. Good. Come out at any time. Let's take 3 more breaths here if you're comfy to stay. Check in with the face. That doesn't need to be doing yoga. And check in that the weight is even in the feet, yes? Good. All right, on an inhale, pop that head up. Relax the arms down. Undo the clasp. Good. Have a little movement. Nice. All right, so we're going to interlace the unusual way this time. Use the strap if you need to. Don't worry about that change. Good. We're going to shift the clasp over to the right hip. Settle the shoulders. Little bend in the feet and then straighten up the legs, and then we'll start that wing flap on the other side. Hopefully it's your right. Don't worry if it's not, just as long as you do both sides. Good. So inhale, draw the wing back. Exhale, float it forwards. So just notice this side compared to the other. Keep those hips neutral and not twisting the torso. The movement is all about the shoulder. Good. Breathing, breathing. Let's try about 3 more here. Good. Here's our last one. Good. We'll pull that wing back. We'll keep it back. Settle the neck and shoulders. Inhale, grow really tall. As you exhale, drop left ear to left shoulder. Away from the clasp. Tucking the chin if you need, and we'll take 3 breaths here. Softening. Ask yourself, where can I let go of tension? Where am I holding that I just don't need to be? Where can I soften without kind of falling over here? So, across the collarbones, down through the arms. Perhaps you can soften the belly, the seat a little. Good. 1 more breath. Good. Coming up with the head on an inhalation. Releasing. Just press the back of the hands together, and let's just roll through the feet. You can, if it's okay, roll onto the top of the toes. If that's too much, just come up onto the ball of the feet. Good. Couple more. Good. All right. So, might need a strap for this one. Again, it's an interlacer clasp with the hands behind the back. So, if you know that this is going to be too much, you're going to grab the strap, and instead of the clasp, you'll just pull that strap down towards the earth to open the chest. So let us interlace the fingers or grab the strap, doesn't matter. You're in mountain pose, and we're going to, with that clasp, palms up, draw the hands down towards the earth, pull the wrists together, and you'll feel the chest, heart lift. Good. Open a beautiful stretch across the front of the chest. You can bend the knees a little here. Maybe if the neck is sort of trouble-free, Tilt up the chin a little. Take 3 big breaths. Drawing those shoulder blades together, really squeeze them. Good. So gently come up. Let the arms relax a little bit. We're going to go into a forward bend here. We're going to take the feet slightly wider than our regular mountain pose. Inhale, a little back bend. Exhale, bend the knees a bit. Come forwards. Just as far as you're comfy. Let the head dangle. Now, it might be that the hands need to stay right here. Those of you with slightly kind of happier shoulders, it might be that you could bring those clasped hands up a little towards the ceiling. Some of you might be able to come a little further there. Try not to let the feet come into the weight come into the heels of the feet. Keep the weight even. Give the head a nod and a shake. Have the arms wherever is comfy for you. So we're looking up at the knees, maybe the thighs, and we're going to take a couple of breaths here. If you get dizzy, please come up sooner. Good, nice bend in the knees. Good, so as you're ready, we'll float the hands back down first. On an inhalation, really bend the knees, push through the feet. Rolling up, the head will be last. So, shoulders will slot over the hips. Head comes up last. Take a moment, settle there. And then release. Nice work. All right, so if you needed a strap to do that, we're going to do the same thing all over again. If you could interlace, we're going to do it again, but with the fingers interlaced, with the unusual little finger at the bottom. All right, so as you're ready, feet slightly wider than mountain, settle into that. We'll do our back bend first, so pulling the hands down and the wrists towards each other. Let's lift that heart, open across the collarbones. This is so good if you have a bit of a slumped posture from sitting in front of a screen. Good, little bend in the knees. Lift the chin if the neck is happy there. 3 breaths. Good, one more. Soften those shoulders. Good. Coming up, relax a little those arms and shoulders, and then we'll tip into our forward bend. So breathe in, grow tall. Take the feet a little wider, Breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, bend the knees, rolling down from that hip crease. Good, dropping the head, relaxing it, so the arms can stay there if they need to. Otherwise, see if they want to lift a little. Don't overdo this. We're trying to release tension, not bring more. Good. Make sure the weight isn't all in the heels. Settle in for 3 breaths, but come up sooner if you need. If the hamstrings are talking to you, bend the knees a little more. Good, last one. Then, as you're ready, bring the hands down, bend the knees a little more. Inhale, push into the earth with the feet. Slowly, slowly roll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Slot the shoulders over the hips, the head rolls up last. Take a moment in stillness. Take a breath, and then release. Nice work. All right, so we're going to come down. Got a couple of postures to do on the floor, and then it's time for a very well-deserved lie down. So for this one, you might want to be perched on your green foam block, or whatever color it is, or on the edge of your blanket. And we're going to do a seated eagle. So I quite like to do this with the legs in straddle, but you can sit however you like. You don't have to be in wide kind of Barbie splits. And certainly sort of don't go to that place initially where you already feel tight here, because when we roll into a bit of a forward bend, they're going to scream at you. So, leave your ego at the spa, back off a little, and just find somewhere that feels like a nice stretch to start with. All right, so sitting with a nice tall spine, watch that we're not slumping here. So lift through the heart, roll a little through the hips. Good, we're going to inhale, we're going to spread those wings. Good, and as you exhale, you are going to cross the right arm on top of the left and give yourself a hug, and then give the head a bubble. So it might be that this is exactly where you need to stay in this posture. The next sort of step up is to try and nestle the elbows and bring the backs of the arms together. Now that suddenly makes everything scream. You're going to come back here, you're going to be kind, and you're going to be honest. Good. If this is okay and you want to maybe try the full posture, you would take the left hand and wrap it around so the palms are touching. But really listen to the body here. It can cause a lot of pain, and we're trying to take out the pain, not bring more. So just come back to your kind of comfy spot. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to play around twisting here one way and then the other. Good. In whichever version of this you're in, just gentle twists side to side, listening to the body, changing the arms if you need to. Good. And if you're here, you can just try rolling the head up and down. If you're in a position with the arms together, you can try lifting the arms up and down, but go easy. Good. Let's try one more of either the head or the arms going up and down. Good. Come back to neutral. All right, so we're going to try a little forward bend here. You're going to inhale, grow tall, and then we're coming from the hip crease, so don't roll through the spine. Keep that spine sort of in one nice long piece. And then coming forwards to your capacity. It might be that it's only an inch or two. That's okay, and if the hamstrings are talking to you, keep a bend in those knees. Good. So it might be that you want to play around here, sort of inhaling, coming up, exhaling, seeing if you can roll just a little deeper, or you might just want to stay down and breathe into this. Again, adjusting the arms when you need to, softening the head. Breathing into the back of the body here. Imagine a beautiful expansion as you breathe into the back. Good, soften the head and neck. Let's take a couple more here, but come up sooner if you're done. Good, so on our next inhalation, slowly roll up. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Good, inhale, spread the wings. Exhale, let's put the other arm on top. I'm thinking it's your left, but I might be wrong, so just do the other one. Good. Soften the shoulders, the neck, the head. Again, same thing. Maybe you want to stay here. Perhaps you want to bind or just keep the backs of the hands together. And again, let's do our little turns, side to side, just noticing the difference with this other arm on top. Sitting tall, lifting that heart through. Good. Good, so we'll come to stillness. If you're in a hug, we'll just roll the head gently up and down like we did at the beginning. If you have the arms up or bound, we'll try lifting and lowering those, but go easy. This is a really intense pose, so it's really important that you listen to the body. Pain is kind of a message, right, to come out. So please, please always do that. Good, last one. Good, and then we'll come into our forward bend. So inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, rolling from that hip crease, coming down to your capacity, maybe inhaling a little. Exhale, perhaps go a little deeper. And then settling in for about 4 breaths here. Soft shoulders, soft face, no face yoga here. Good, soften as much as you can through the shoulders and breathe into the back. Good, one more breath, but come up sooner if you need to. Good, on the inhale, starting to come up slowly. Good, exhale, soften into the hug or stay there. Good, next inhale, spread those wings. Little lift of the heart, and then shake it all out. Good, bring those poor legs in. Nice work. All right, we're just going to soften into a half tortoise, silly name, posture here. So we'll bend the knees, have the feet kind of just wider than your mat, the narrow length of your mat, not the big one. Good. And so for this one, we're allowed to slump, which is really joyous in yoga. So you can just have the elbows resting on the knees and kind of round forwards and drop the chin. If you want, you can tuck the hands underneath the knees, maybe resting them on the ankles, and come a little further forwards. And then we're just going to rest here. Chin is tucked down now. Lengthen the back of the neck. And just soften, starting to let go of all the work. Nice job. So for those of you that are familiar with turtle, you can go a little deeper in this. I'll just show it to you. It's certainly not for everyone, and stay right here or here if this is your happy spot. But for those of you whose shoulders and hips are a little kind of Gumby, you can reach the hands a bit behind you, a bit of a 45, and then you can perhaps slide those legs out and come down. This is where I get stuck and have to call for help. All right, so one more breath wherever you're at, and then very gently and unglamorously for me, come up, glue yourself together, and just have a little squeeze. Grow tall, breathe in, exhale, relax. Put the other arm on top, have a squeeze, inhale, grow tall, lift the heart. Exhale, relax. All right, so it's time for a very well-deserved Shavasana. Maybe put some warm things on, grab a blanket if you'd like that to cover yourself with, maybe something in front of the head, under the legs. As you come down, we're just going to maybe do one more little movement to finish up, and then I've got a neat little trick to show you to lengthen the back of the head before you lie down. So grab whatever you need, have a drink of water if you need to, hit the bathroom if you need to, and we will lie down here. Legs can be in full Shavasana, or knees can be bent if your lower back's talking to you, and you can tent the knees and support them like that. Good. So it just simply, our last little thing is a simple roll of the head side to side. You can give yourself a hug whilst you're doing this. Good. Changing the cross of the arms, give yourself a hug the other way. We'll do about 3 or 4 more. Good. And it might be before we really fully relax, you just want to have one more little forward bend, a little squeeze in there. Good, maybe a roll around. All right, so the neck pull. We're going to take the hands behind the head. If you have a pony in, you're going to want to take that out. You're going to interlace the hands behind the head, and you're going to gently lift the head up with the arms, look down the body, and then give yourself a scalp massage. Undo the hands, dig the fingers in, pull the neck, and then gently lay it down. Good, let's do that one more time. Take the hands behind the back of the head, a little pull and lengthen one side and then the other. And then keep the hands together this time and just slide the head down through those interlaced hands and lay that down. Good, bring the arms to wherever you want them, on the belly or out from the hips, palms up or down. And then we're going to do 3 sort of whinnies or blowing raspberries, whatever you want to call them here, just to soften the face. So as you're ready, you can close the eyes. We're going to breathe in through the nostrils, exhale, soften the mouth and the cheeks. Good, again, breathing in through the nose. Breathe out like a happy horse. One more. Good. We're going to do 3 collective sighs now to relax the throat, vocal cords. So as you're ready, breathing in through the nose. Sigh it out. Let go of your practice. Let go of the work. Good. Breathing in. Softening, releasing. One more. Good. And then just get ready to settle in for your Shavasana. Eyes are closed. Just make any little minor adjustments you need so that your body is really comfy. If the body isn't comfy, the mind won't relax for your Shavasana. So just have a little fiddle around until everything feels perfect. And then settle in. So just feeling the earth beneath you. Just dropping down into the support of that earth. And just noticing all the places on the back of the body where you are making contact with the floor or the props. And on your next inhalation, just push a little down into the earth, breathing in, breathing in. Exhale, relax, and imagine the body almost floating and sort of springing back up. Good. And then notice all the spaces between the back of your body and the earth. At the ankles, the back of the legs, through the back, backs of the arms, the back of the neck. And then allow yourself to soften and sink down. And I invite you just to imagine the whole of the back of the body softening, relaxing. Just inviting a deep sense of ease into every single cell. And then bring your awareness to the front of the body, from the tops of the feet, up the legs, across the hips, through the belly and the ribs, fronts of the arms, face, throat. And invite a deep sense of relaxation into the whole of the front of the body. Softening here. Simply breathing in and simply breathing out. Just noticing the breath now. Nothing to fix. It's just as it needs to be. You're simply breathing in. And you're simply breathing out. Softening the forehead. Softening around the eyes. Softening the jaw. Letting the cheeks become hollow. And imagining or finding that beautiful little half smile on your face. And if the mind wants to wander, just bring it to a little phrase. I'm simply breathing in. I'm simply breathing out. I'm simply breathing in. I'm simply breathing out. And let each exhalation be an opportunity to let go of tension, stress, tightness, work. Just draining down into the earth beneath you. Simply breathing in, simply breathing out. And then very gently, I invite you to bring awareness to the hands and feet. Start to feel some energy running through the body, coming back to the sound of my voice, to the light on the eyelids. Just coming to those hands and feet. Imagine a little tingling sensation there as you very gently awaken, please, fingers and toes. Good, a little awareness, moving them gently. And then perhaps some larger movements, just listening to what the body needs here. Just work your way into whatever gentle movements the body is asking for. And then when you've had a stretch, a hug in, whatever you need, just coming onto one side or the other. Just to take a moment to check in, see how you're doing now. So of course, notice the body, but also the mind, the emotions, the energy. And last but not least, just check in one more time with that breath, that link between the body and the mind. Good. So, as you're ready, let's gently plant the hands, slowly open the eyes and make your way back up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope it helped to release a little bit of that tension through the neck and shoulders, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Namaste. Stay well.